Cappadocia is served by two airports, Kayseri and Nevşehir, both offering multiple flights each day with Turkish Airlines and Pegasus. Shuttle bus services operate from both airports to the majority of the region's popular villages. Tickets must be pre-booked online. However, if you have already booked accommodation, they should be able to arrange a shuttle for you. Traveling by local bus is cheaper if a little more grueling. From the airport, you will need to catch a dolmus or taxi to Kayseri bus station and then wait for an onward bus to your destination of choice. Although Cappadocia region is rather vast, the majority of the area's main attractions are located within a relatively small area, situated in a triangle made up of the roads connecting Nevşehir, Avanos and Ürgüp. Any of the villages around Ürgüp, Goreme, Çavuşan and Uchisar are perfectly situated and make a good base for exploration. But Göreme is the main visitor hub with the most amenities catering to tourists. As Cappadocia's tourism hub, Goreme has plenty of accommodation for budget, mid-range and high-end travelers as well as a huge number of restaurants and cafes. There is easy on-foot access to many of the surrounding valleys and Goreme Open Air Museum is just a short walk away. Staying in a cave hotel is seen as the thing to do in Cappadocia. For millennia, the caves that form in the soft volcanic rock have been used as homes, churches, and storehouses by the people of Cappadocia. But more recently, they have been transformed into boutique and luxury hotels, allowing visitors to spend a few nights embracing the Cappadocian culture and living like the region's early settlers. Many of these hotels have high price tag attached, but there are wallet-friendly options for the budget-conscious traveler. Cappadocia is the perfect destination for a self-drive holiday, with all the major routes in good condition and well signposted. Car hire is not always feasible for the budget traveler and luckily, the majority of the region has fantastic public transport links. Known as the land of the three saints, the Goreme area gained attention in the Middle Ages when various religious groups found monasteries and churches out of rock. At the UNESCO-listed Goreme Open Air Museum, there are a multitude of sacred spaces, many of which have exquisite paintings and frescoes inside. Of these ancient monasteries, Goreme Open Air Museum is perhaps the most impressive. A series of rugged, rocky cones that have been hollowed out to form a network of centuries-old chapels, churches, and homes. You will find over 30 rock-hewn churches here, built by the Byzantine Christians. Just outside the museum's gates, the oldest church, known as Buckle Church, is covered from floor to ceiling with religious stories and symbols. The museum's most famous structure, however, is the Dark Church, whose frescoes have remained vividly preserved because the church lacks light. From the open-air museum, it's only a short walk downhill back to Göreme. Walking is by far the best way to explore Cappadocia, and in the southeast corner of Göreme, you will be able to find the trailhead for Pigeon Valley. Named for the thousands of dovecotes that are carved in the rock and cliff faces from the time when pigeons provided an important source of food for Cappadocia's residents, as well as acting as messengers. The valley itself is beautiful, filled with wind-shaped mushroom-topped chimneys and wide areas of greenery where you will come across Byzantine-era dwellings, cave churches and stunning viewpoints. Honeycombed with tunnels, the twin slabs of volcanic tuff rock known as Uchisar Castle rear up above the little town of Uchisar and Cappadocia's dramatic landscape in mesmerizing style. Having a geostrategic position, dominating whole city from the top of the heap, this magnificent castle presents the visitors a dreamy panorama area with its miraculous landscape. It has a splendid environment providing the fantastic hues of red on Mount Erciyes at sunset. The quiet, refreshing valleys at the rainbow of color created by land and sky. Throughout history, the castle was always the main point of defense for the Cappadocia region. These days, the road leading to the entrance is not lined with soldiers but local women selling their wares and tears as traditional Cappadocian souvenirs. The castle has an amazing and breathtaking architectural style. There is a cave with 3 special ways, a huge joint hall and a guardian room. At the first sight, the exterior appearance is plain ugly, looking like a mass of rocks that were crassly carved in haste. But the construction was just keeping in line with traditions of Cappadocia throughout history, and that was building homes and fortification structures out of natural rocks. The castle does not hold any antiques, ancient portraits of royalty or any example of outstanding architecture. The stone walls and floors are bare. There is nothing in particular to look at except for the numerous hollowed-out containers, rock tombs, and a large water cistern. All welcome you as silent witnesses to history and human life. Hot air balloons and Cappadocia go hand in hand. It is an image perpetuated by hundreds, if not thousands of social media posts circulated each day, in which influencers and tourists pose in front of a sky filled with glowing, colorful orbs. Even the most stunning Instagrams fail to capture the true beauty of Cappadocia. It is a landscape like no other in the world. Because of its surreal otherworldly features, it is one of the most popular destinations in the world for hot air ballooning. The quintessential Cappadocian experience demands an early rise, preferably pre-dawn before the sun has begun to climb beyond the crags and casts of the otherworldly landscape. After all, Hot air balloon rides require the steady calm of early morning before the wind speed rises and the glorious golden light of a sunrise. For those with an eye for natural beauty, a balloon tour is an essential part of any visit. From the moment of takeoff, around sunrise, the spectacular landscape of Cappadocia enchants the passenger. You will feel as if you were in a dream, drifting gently past fairy chimneys, through valleys scattered with pigeon houses and over orchards and vineyards. The diverse colors and vistas of the flight will make for beautiful photographs and unforgettable memories. Identical tours called the Green Tour and the Red Tour are sold by the majority of travel agents and tour companies in the area. The Red Tour takes in the sights and attractions around Goreme, as most of these destinations are easily accessible even without your own transport. We recommend joining the Green Tour instead. The Green Tour takes you out of the well-trodden Nevşehir, Avanos and Ürgüp triangle and into the less explored south of Cappadocia. It includes the Pigeon Valley viewpoint, Selima Monastery, Ihlara Valley and Derinkuyu underground city. The first stop is the Derinkuyu underground city. The most thoroughly excavated of Cappadocia's many underground cities, Derinkuyu spans an impressive 8 floors, reaching depths of over 280 feet. It takes its modern name from the town overhead, a Turkish name meaning deep well. The underground labyrinth of cave rooms and tunnels is fed by a remarkable ventilation system and provides fascinating insight into Cappadocia's troglodyte history. Visitors go underground to explore the excavated ruins, including the remains of stables, cellars, storage rooms, kitchens, wineries, and wells. The upper floors are reached by narrow sloping passageways, while staircases lead down to the 3rd and 4th floors, and the lowest floor houses a church. After departing Derinkuyu, you will be driven further south to the magnificent lush Ihlara Valley. Walk alongside the Melandes River for about 1 hour, which winds its way through the Ihlara Gorge, stopping for lunch in a restaurant on the river in the village of Belishirma. After lunch, you will continue to the Selima Monastery, the largest rock-cut monastery in Cappadocia with a large cave cathedral and breathtaking views over the area. Finish off your Cappadocia tour by enjoying a night of Turkish culture and cuisine with a 3-hour dinner show in Cappadocia Cave Restaurant. Watch a series of folk dances and a belly dancing show, and dine on classic Turkish fare. This Cappadocia dinner show includes dinner, drinks, and round-trip transport from your hotel in Cappadocia. Meet a driver at your hotel for departure, then travel to a restaurant that's built into one of the Cappadocia's caves. Find a seat as the first performers take the stage for a 3-hour show. You'll see the folk dances from different regions in Turkey, highlighting distinct styles of music, rhythms, and colorful costumes. Eat a hearty dinner of Turkish cuisine along with the unlimited drinks. The highlight of the night is the belly dance performance. If you'd like, you can even take the stage to participate in this part of the performance. At the end of the show, meet back up with the driver for the return trip to your hotel, where this evening concludes. Hey guys, we hope you liked the video. Don't forget to press the thumbs up, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for more awesome travelogues.